guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Sprints by Onpoint podcast. It's a Thursday afternoon, and I have some amazing guests in the studio, and I'll just move straight to them. They'll introduce themselves like we do. On here we don't play around. We just dive straight into it. So they'll introduce themselves and also drop a word or two that actually highlights what their personality is. I can see Ben is already excited about. So I just mentioned your name, but go ahead.
Right, so I'm Benjamin. I'm the humble servant. Actually, I'm a director in onpoint. My personality, I think
We are here.
I don't know what kind of thing you want this, but I think I'm more of a choleric. So
Okay. That's not what exactly we expected as a personality type. But
Please
I wanted you to
enlighten
drop a word, like an adjective probably, that describes you.
So what describes me, I think I'm a very strong-willed person.
Yes.
And I also love excellence. Yeah.
Great. So your name,
Next.
the same,
Okay, so I'm Dennis Kwame, Rabbi,
Okay.
and I am a BC consultant
Great.
here at onpoint. Yeah, a word that describes me, it's I would say determined, and I think happy going.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
sure?
And this, is
Very
it
sure,
sure that
very
it's
sure,
happy
very sure.
going? I mean, this is special for you because this is your very first time,
Yeah,
and not certainly going to be the last. We'll be seeing more of you.
Sure.
Boss,
Chairman General,
how far?
Charlie, we did solid. Though.
Over to you.
I'm
Tell me.
Russell.
Okay.
If I continue, they'll start laughing, so I'm sick.
Oh,
No.
go ahead.
I mean, I'm the events and UI guy in Onpoint.
Yes.
What one word? I'm a quiet person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
You
can
guys-
use that.
Yeah, well,
You know what? We are not the only ones that are going to judge that, but
Yeah.
the in-house people will see this, so that's fine.
Please, you can also comment there, even if he's a quiet guy or not.
Okay, so guess what? Today we are diving into something very unique, and I believe it's a conversation that every modern workplace is currently trying to navigate, and that's how work or remote work, influences culture and influences the workplace culture. So I'm going to start by saying that the very first time I heard about remote work or the various modes of work as an on-prem, hybrid, or remote, I was somewhere in level 400, and it was so good to be true that someone could be employed but not necessarily be physically present or work on a certain type of mode that could permit the person to work from home and also work on-prem based on the arrangement. But I think it was more prevalent when we hit the COVID period, because then we saw a lot of these huge organizations going towards that direction. And I believe when you check how the trajectory has been, Industrial Revolution has moved from one phase to another. Initially, it used to be a factory in a classroom setting. Now you moved from that to cubicles, and gradually to departments with their own sort of demarcations and stuff like that. But now we are in a space where we call something remote work. So, given that foundation, when I'd also want to know, when was the very first time you heard of anything like that, and how did it sound to you? As a matter of fact, my folks, as in my parents, my grandparents, as of now, still don't believe that I'm working. So guess what? Today I stepped out that I'm coming to the office, and then my grandma asks, that are you going? Why are you going? Are you going to the office or you are going to town? I'm like,
They don't believe
they
it.
don't exactly. So I know how it's probably like that for them. But so what was the first time you heard this?
Actually, the first time I heard of remote work, I think it was when I began.
When you
Because-
step into it yourself.
Yes, because I think all my life, I worked in about 2 or 3 places before coming to onpoint, and throughout all of those times, they were all in person, right? So I think right after I wanted to start something, but I just also wanted to also check out if I could find some experience out there. So that's how come I went on LinkedIn, checked a couple of things, and I realized that they were actually remote jobs. And I think that was the first time, which could be around 6-7 years back. So that was I think that was when.
Will it be pre or post COVID?
It should be pre.
Okay. Dennis?
Yeah, so I think the first time I actually heard of remote work would be post-COVID, or let me say during COVID. Yeah, we used to watch the.
Gen Z. That's
Oh, okay.
We used
Please, you don't attack us.
So we used to watch the news. At the time, they'll be reporting on the status of the
Yeah. That was
pandemic.
some crazy times, you know.
Yeah, so we got to see journalists working from home, and then that was the concept. And then I think it became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We started having classes online as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was in S02E at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
SHS.
yes, it is.
Wow.
Hey.
You have online classes.
So it was vacation, and then we needed to also learn. So that was not part of the schools.
Is it a Ghanaian school?
It's a Ghanaian school. It's a Ghanaian school.
Oh no, I just.
It's a Ghanaian school. It's a Ghanaian.
SHS.
Yeah,
Ghanaian
SHS. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, look like they believe say.
Oh, no. I didn't know.
That's interesting.
I thought it was just.
Do you know
the tertiary?
okay.
Okay.
But
fun-
SHS, you are not even allowed
to
to
use
use
phones.
phones.
Yeah. So the thing was, I
So
was
how much
using my
more?
parents' stuff. So at the time,
Oh.
I didn't have a phone. So
That's
I
interesting.
So valid points, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's very valid.
very important.
But what school again? What school?
It was St. James, but it wasn't a St. James thing. It was like extra classes thing.
Okay.
Let's ask. Alright, let's ask.
Oh, please. Russell, over to you.
Well, for me, I heard it was during post-COVID. That's when I heard about the remote way because I was in uni. I was in SHS. I was in uni.
Oh, Charlie.
Why did you have to make that?
I was in uni by
That's so
then.
clear.
And then we had to do some classes online and also some sort of like exam online. So that's where the remote thing started coming into my mind. But the work was very difficult because it wasn't like it was common. It was like some cocaine. It was not very common to hear like.
Guys, we don't know anything about it.
We don't know anything about it.
No, because previously before that we were all going to the office. Then the COVID thing came. Then like there was a work structure, but we didn't know that it was going to become part of us. You get the picture? That's why I said it was like cocaine because it was not common. You get it? Thank you.
Great. So I actually have some very interesting facts. The origin of the concept was actually from the 1970s. Can you imagine? And
That's a big shock.
it was so that concept first became formalized in the early 1970s by one NASA engineer called Jack Niles, and then early adoption was around the 1980s, 1990s, but then it was minimal. So around that time, there's the rise of personal computers, personal handheld devices, and companies were experimenting. Now, guess what? Organizations like IBM and AT&T now began allowing employees to work using phone lines, modems, and early digital networks. So that's how it actually came into play. But the most interesting part is the internet expansion era, the 2000s, 2010s. As well, another wave, and then finally the global normalization 2020, and that is literally around. COVID was around that time,
yes,
right?
2020,
Yeah, because
1920.
exactly. So that's interesting to know. Now, I want to ask: has there been any significant thing that it might be funny, it might be terrible, during your era or the period of working remotely? One major memory that can never leave you. Probably you were in a meeting or something weird happened. Has there been anything like that? Because it comes with its own. I feel like there's a discipline for remote work. Because that is a lot of time, somewhat unsupervised, but then you have to make the best out of it. Normally, if you are going to a 9-to-5 environment, the structure, once you get there, you can check off your boxes, point-to-point stuff to do, But then when it's a remote, you wake up in the morning, it requires some level of
A
responsibility.
lot of reflections.
Exactly. So, You get my question?
Yeah, I get you.
I want to hear yours.
You want to hear from me first?
Guys, Ben has stories for days. and it's not that like it's not Tolio, it's proper.
No. I wanted someone else to go first, but I won't start with mine, all right?
Okay.
I'm starting with one guy we had there who worked with us. And I think one day he was needed online, and we called him, and the next thing he told us that he was sent to go and buy gas. Like fill gas. and I think about it, and I'm like, how did we get there? But
can you blame him?
Anyways, no. So I think it hasn't been adopted really in Ghana because our parents think that
I tell you,
it's not work. Mm-hmm. They think it's a play or something. But let me come to mine. All right. I remember one time I was cooking. All right, and I had quite a number of meetings. So I placed some jollof rice on fire. So those of you who think I can't cook, I can.
Yeah, he's good.
Very good.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
So I left this jollof rice on fire and was in a meeting, and I came back in 3 hours time. I didn't know I had cooked black rice. I had black rice.
See, when you were remote and jollof,
it doesn't match, And I think this experience tells me that men find it so difficult to try to multitask.
Okay.
No, I think it is one thing I struggle with.
Okay.
But I try to focus on one thing really well and do it well. So these two experiences stand out for me.
Like I mentioned, Ben has story for days. Dennis.
Yeah. So. Okay, so with the work field, I've not had like much experience, but I think there are some key notable ones, which at the time they were not pleasant, but I still look at them and I laugh. It was my first work with my boss, Steve. And there was this house behind where I was, and they have this alarm thing. It sounds like a smoke alarm. And it's loud.
Is that loud?
It's loud. I mean, we share the same wall, so. And I'm having a call with Steve, and this thing blows up, and I can't really hear Steve.
You know how he speaks,
and he's very impatient,
Accent, yeah.
And so he'll say something, and it will take me like 5 seconds to process.
What are you doing?
Are you? Guys, we are not parts. We're not parts.
Disclaimer. And he's very impatient, and I'm trying to tell him that this is what is going on, and it's like he's not getting me, and he loses it. So he says, "No, we'll talk another time." And the next time I realize he's texting me that what happened with Steve.
Oh my goodness!
And then it was one time I was like, "Is this going to really work for me?" I was actually thinking this is going to work, and I think another experience would be. I was working late into the night one time. Sometimes it wasn't working. I think that night I actually cried.
What?
Because it was not working. I was like, wait, is this really something I should be doing? Because
we should have an emotional support unit. Yeah. Sandra has cried. Russell has cried.
In his dreams as well. Has cried in front.
He's what a good fighting.
And you cried as well.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. On point.
Oh.
But it was good.
I owe you a hug right after this.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I think for me, my main experience was when the doom era was kicking in, and Charlie every morning. One time, Sam called and he couldn't get
Sam
me.
again.
Charlie, someday he has to. We have to say this. I think the early days, Teams was traumatic.
Yeah, if you hear the sound,
and especially when you see the one who's behind the call, and it's Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Say? So he was not getting me, and then he called Jeff, and he wasn't getting Jeff. and he called my mom. And then I was like,
That's proper escalation.
what's happening? So my mom was like, she had to call someone because all my gadgets were off. Not that I didn't want to work. Nothing around me was off. And I was like, no, you're working remote. You have to take initiative. I was like, I got you, bro. I got you. So that was like one of the off times for me.
Initiative. That's what that word we'll not forget. So I believe that in as much as it presents some flexibility, there's responsibility attached to it.
Yeah.
To whom much more is given, much more is expected. So would you say that because of this entire concept of remote work, we've lost something culturally as individuals towards work compared to, let's say, a 9-to-5er? You know, because routine has probably been proven and tested that it works every single time. So we have a record, you know.
I think we haven't lost for the remote workers. We haven't lost because we have actually gained because we've gained the mastery of time and been knowing how.
You have?
Yeah, because you know
Well, I haven't.
no, because
I'm listening.
Yes, because some will watch. Ben is here.
I'm listening live.
no, because you have things to do.
Dennis, you were nodding. So it means that you agree.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
but
mean, I'll come to that. To
Okay.
that.
No, I think we have gained because normally you know that your morning is pre-planned for a lot of tasks ahead before like your other stuff that you do. So if you're able to do that, then you have the upper hand to be able to do other things as compared to the people who do the 9-to-5s. So if you're able to like do it well, then it goes well in your favor. And I think it's a gain than a loss for us.
Okay. Dennis?
Yeah, so the reason I was nodding was I would also agree that we have gained because, I mean,
Okay. Boss.
We have gained what?
we have gained an advantage on this because
I'm gained independence.
Actually, Ghana is 69.
yes, 69. Happy belated birthday. So yeah, so I think we've gained because, I mean, it's hard to wake up and be at home and tell yourself that you have something bigger to achieve. Like, you're actually seeing your remote work as a 9-to-5 work. You have to get up and then it's not like, oh, when I wake up when I want to wake up and then do what to do when I want to do it, but that you have to do it as you are in the office. Now, those in the office, they have to do it because they're in the office. The environment would condone that they work that way. But you being at home and forcing yourself to do that, I mean, it creates another level of discipline.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what? So the question is whether we've gained. Please. Sorry.
Oh no. So, like moving to this switch, would you say what's that one thing that we've probably lost, but then they came with the perspective of is it gaining rather than?
So I think we have lost a lot. we have lost a lot.
Okay.
People are not being productive
Okay.
as required. But I think one. Let me be real.
Not like
No,
you're speaking
in
on the general. Okay.
general. But I think one thing we've lost is our social skills.
Okay.
I think people now don't know even how to relate. People talk anyhow. You know, we tend to chat a lot on phones, so on the laptops, on online. So everything we don't get in touch with human beings. Now, when we meet the human beings, I mean, the social touch. I mean, the lively touch isn't there.
Okay.
And I think you realize even I think one day I asked someone even in our team to face a client, and they told me that they don't have that skill to even meet a client.
Wow.
And I think it stems from we working remotely. Just imagine me coming to the office every day. You start speaking with everyone, visiting clients in person, and that barrier won't even be there. But now I think we are losing that social touch, that empathy, that being able to relate to people nicely. And I think we have to find ways and means to balance those things and help everyone become better as well.
Okay, so I think there are definitely two sides of the coin.
Of course.
Because I believe on some particular level, it boosts confidence in the sense that this time around, when it's an in-person communication, you can hide behind some people's responses, but this time around, when they are calling you, and that ringtone comes up, they're not calling a group of people. It's just you. I get it. And most of the times we are putting people on the spot to give their updates. What is happening in your sector? What is happening in your department? So it's just more like giving giving you some sort of.
And let me not catch you. If you realize, even when we are having teams meeting, most people don't turn on their videos.
So that's another part of it.
And all of these things have a way of cutting you off your social life. And I think, I mean, you want to realize it to realize that you are with a friend, or you are with your girlfriend. Let me use your girlfriend.
Hey.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I like where you are going to. I'm the host.
Why you
Listen,
allowed?
I'm the host. I like where you're going to.
Allowed. Let's say you. I mean, to the extent that you are with your girlfriend on a date and and then you are on your phone. You are unable to even give the necessary, vibes. Be cozy, but you are just on your phone. And you won't realize till those effects take place, and you won't know where it stems from. But it comes from just being away from people, shying away from meetings, turn off their videos, and all of these things.
So it's somewhat made human isolation a topic, and it's somewhat also made like equipping another part of it. Now let's look at it from a leadership perspective. Would you say that it requires more trust? Because then, come on, you have a number of people who are working remotely, and you're not there to not necessarily micromanage, but to find out exactly what. Would you say it requires a lot more trust than what the flexibility of the room or something like that?
I think from a leadership perspective, I told Samuel, I discussed with Samuel some time back that one of our key areas we focus on to employ is trust.
Okay.
Someone can be skilled, but if not trustworthy, they might run you dry. And trusting people here. Now I think we are almost like a family here, so it is easy to trust. But initially, it is it was difficult, because at times you come online and offline.
Do you trust Adams?
I'm trying. Okay. I'm trying. My trust levels now, in general for everyone is around 65, almost 70, which is fairly good, because we are human beings. You can't trust human beings 100%. But it takes lots of trust, knowing that you've given someone a task, and you have to face a client. Let's say in the next 2 hours or 3 hours, and you are trusting that this person will complete it and not ghost you. Let me give you this example. This is a real life, a real life story. Just late last year, November, we had a very huge client in Africa, and we were now showcasing one of our major tools. So we had to employ someone, a senior consultant, to show up for the demo. Can you imagine that this guy didn't show up? And we were with CIOs, the CEO, the CFO of a huge company, a huge bank in Nigeria. This guy didn't show up. And you tell me again that I should trust. It is difficult. I had to find ways and means to do the demo. I just had to find a way. But it gave me this whole fear that, if I should place trust, topmost even before skills. Because this guy is really skilled, but still, they didn't show up.
Great. I think truly, because I remember something that we used to do, and we realized that, but
Okay.
yeah,
I knew it.
but and then you know how you can tell somebody's available, but then you're calling them, but you're not getting. So we would enter into a call. We're in the call and we are just.
Yeah, I said.
Conversions.
And you know, around this time, I think we're still finding feet. We're still trying to,
I understand.
And
I understand that.
and we'll just be on the call. Like, I remember, Pakwesi, when you see this, Pakwesi can log on tempo that he was in a call for 3 to 4 hours. Like, you know, we're doing stuff. You get it. So I think
people have to survive. You know.
I mean, exactly.
You don't
But
think convention table.
Go for it. Do you have anything?
For me, I think I didn't have a way to combat that because I was mostly alone. I didn't have anyone to call and be like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I think when Steve calls, shout out to Steve, by the way, when he says, oh, what are you working on? And sometimes, most of the time, I'm actually working on something. But anytime I'm not working on something, I also try to not tell him that I'm not working on something. Because, I mean, Steve is Steve.
I know.
So you have to actually find something to say. Even sometimes the task I just completed or I've already completed, I'll be like, oh, I'm reviewing something. But that doesn't mean that any review I'm doing of late is that. But yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, Russell, do you have something to add?
Are we all confessing?
Oh,
Let me confess.
was feel free.
Okay.
Let me confess to the account team. Right? You know, at times the salaries I intentionally delay them out of sleep because I want to get an extra hour of sleep, and then by the time I realize, I mean, the time to have sent the salaries, I mean, just gone. So I'm sorry to you all, but I also really love my sleep too, so you should be expecting more.
I like where this has gotten to. So I mean, altogether, I think it's about time we really embrace it, because come to think of it, the other parts of the world are doing it and is working excellently.
It is.
And would also have to be more responsible with the time, because then again, how do you balance the flexibility with accountability? How are we sure that this person is working on the set items within this period of time? And you know, sometimes you can agree with me that during the day it can be very slow, so you try and push it to the night hours to try and make it up for the time that was, you know. So I think you just have to find the spot that works for you, the balance, and then be as responsible as you be as a 9-to-5er, because 9-to-5ers get to work early. Now let's tell the truth. Let's not make it look as if 9-to-5 is the gospel, because some go, they don't do anything. Literally,
I mean,
yes. Some are just. You find out that some are just punctual for punctual sake. They just go and come without doing anything. But then, when you're remote, there's a sense to report what you've done in the day. There's a sense to give progress, because you are accountable to your boss, but then you're also accountable to your own self.
Because it will hunt you.
It will hunt you. It will hunt you. It will hunt you.
So I was coming today. I was coming to this. See, there are days that you know that.
You know it.
And you know when it's even scarier. You didn't plan the week on Sunday. So it's like he's freestyling. There's something I learned from Ben. He said it in a passive conversation that Sundays, he literally, like, he can see that he can do a week's work in the first 2 days by planning. So then it means that if he's able to eliminate that workload on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are cool days. And I think it's probably a method or some sort of style that we should implement, because Sunday you can tell the number of tasks that are hanging. You can even anticipate stuff. So it gives you room, because there are times that you don't do that. You don't properly plan, and then you find out that even as you're on other tasks, there are other inputs coming at you. You can't juggle them together. You see that one is definitely lacking, because progress is actually, bouncing a ball 5 times, which counts as one, than bouncing a number of balls at different times, which doesn't give you the whole one.
Right.
I don't know if you get it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So when you clock it. So when you're able to do that, I don't know where you got that idea from. Honestly, like I think it was something was hunting you.
Oh no, so I don't like having issues hanging.
Okay.
I like to have my life very peaceful. I mean, how do you wake up Monday morning and you have about 20 tax? You know, I can't see. If you check my tax, I mean, then I would have 100 on a Monday morning. Trust me, I could have 100.
With all their due dates is the same day.
I mean, due dates
the week.
About 40 might have the same.
Wow.
The same day. So I would have to take my share. The rest among the team. But I just imagine I don't wake up early enough or I don't plan. I can't share it out, and everyone will just wait for me on Monday morning till like 10 a.m. till I'm done. I would have wasted valuable time. So basically, I mean, it's just, and I think I'm now quite used to it now. So mostly by Tuesdays, I'm done with most of my tasks, and then on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, some meetings, some demos, and a couple of things.
Right, great. Now let me throw this in before we probably wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
Where do you flow easily when it comes to thinking? Like, when you are with people, or when you are away from people? When you're in the office, or like when do you flow? Like you see at this particular hour is working for me. Is it when you come to the office or when you're home?
This question. I think when I'm away from people, when there's no one in the office, that's when I know that I can be able to.
That's when you are more productive.
Oh no, let's not do this like that. Let's not.
I think sometimes there are some topics you don't have to let the
Let's not do this like that. I think for me, like I mentioned, I'm a quiet person, so I enjoy the space alone to be able to do a lot of things. I mean, when somebody's around, I just have to ignore the person and be able to move into what I have to do. You get, but I enjoy my quiet space nowadays. Yeah.
Okay, Dennis.
Yeah, I think solitude. I'll go for
Being
solitude.
alone, you like that one?
I like being loud. I like you know, I like it when the office is really full. That's when I'm able to do much of my work, because I would have to meet this person, do this, do that. But I mean, I prefer to have everyone around. But if I'm able to have my first 2 hours really quiet to solve most of my issues, I think I should be fine. But I mostly want people around.
I like both. Just that when it comes to people around, it takes an extra effort.
I mean, I like having him around as well.
Then why? You have to say why.
Oh no, Abeku brings a nice vibe to the office.
Yeah, like my green, you know.
Yeah.
Hi, babe. Thank you for the shirt.
Oh please.
God, be for that man.
Yeah, so, I like I like where this is going. So I believe if anybody should actually watch this particular episode.
I have a question.
You have a question? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, in the remote culture, how do you monitor your learning bars? I mean, this question, I'm taking your position. How do you monitor?
Why are you asking me?
No, because I've seen you.
How have you been monitoring?
No, because I'm asking because I've seen you move from the accounts to now IT projects.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, how is this guy doing the accounts? Because I know the accounts, but sometimes they don't sit up.
All right. So,
are you talking about this accounts team?
Oh no.
So
you know that they can delay his salary.
So now I actually don't handle salaries again, thanks to Bismarck. So
Shout out, bro. Much love.
Right. So how do I monitor my growth? Right. Is that what you mean? I learn a lot. You won't believe it.
Is
but
it inbound learning or outbound learning?
no, I read wide.
Okay.
I read wide. I mean, so currently, what I do, I wake up at 3 a.m. literally almost every day, and I study. I pray, read my Bible a bit, and then I study based on what I want to achieve, and then I intentionally demo it. So if you can ask Dennis, at times I call him to demo things to him.
Same.
At times I call Bright, I've done this, let me demo it to you. It's just to help, and I allow some questions too. It's just to help me to know what an ordinary person would have commented about what I'm doing. And then it gives you a fair understanding of what is going on. And at times to just go online, just download some requirements and try it out. I mean, all of these things will just push you bit by bit, and also try things out. I mean, if it doesn't work, it is still just you.
You know, there's this scare of moving out of your comfort zone into another zone. That's gap. How do you get you have a lot to share on this.
So let me just give you let me just say this.
Say it.
Life is too short not to try out.
Okay.
Life is too short not to try out. Give it a big try.
I think you don't lose anything when you try.
Yeah.
What you gain is it didn't work.
Move on.
Yeah. So, and also I believe heavily that even, and this is even to myself, because daily I'm trying to find a balance. If you're able to structure your week very well, you get time to dabble into other things. And sometimes I don't, like, sometimes I take up things that I'm not even supposed to do in the market. It's not necessarily what I have to do, but I see it as another opportunity to push the limit. Like, I try it and I see that it works. And if somebody who's already in the space acknowledges the effort that, Charlie, this thing is working. How did it come about? It only means that I've spent time to get a certain level of knowledge or access that wasn't there initially.
Right.
So once you try and it doesn't work, Charlie, you move. It's like you're going to buy wachi. If you go and the woman didn't come, that doesn't mean you not eat one. You probably look for the next vendor or move to plain rice or something.
Go back.
Yeah, as usual.
Or try it.
Yeah, or try again. So I believe that's the price to pay for finding the niche is to try again.
There's this thing where they say, like, you can't be a jack of all.
Yeah, so in the trying, you know that the jack, it was a jack. Like in the trying, you see that. It won't go, because let's
give up.
Give up.
Yeah,
There's a
you
point
know
to give up.
Yakubu, money. So guys, I think we've come to a very nice climax, but we'll leave with a few this or that. That's rapid fire stuff, and then so I'm just going to ask. It just has to be very fast. So the first one is remote or office.
Remote.
Camera on or camera off.
Off.
Now I'm learning to be on, so yes, on.
I say off.
JT. Flexible hours or fixed schedule.
Or fixed.
Fixed.
Deep work at home or in office.
Home.
Office.
I like this one. Message on Microsoft Teams or quick call.
I think
Which one? Which of
This
them?
one, it actually depends.
A quick call, and sometimes the quick is relative to who is calling.
Yes. That's what it depends.
Because if Steve calls you for a quick, and that is quick. Or Ben might not. Ben
will send you a message.
Hi,
Yeah.
JT. So that's a quick call or a Teams message.
I prefer message.
Or a call.
Okay, a clean Jira board or we'll fix it later.
Or clean.
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 Okay. Document it in Confluence or explain verbally.
Documents.
As for us,
Explain verbally, and then you go and do your
own documents.
Documents.
Okay.
I beg you.
Okay, work playlist or total silence?
Oh, play the playlist. Yeah.
Playlist, yes.
Total silence.
Okay. Do you like this episode or you don't like it?
I do.
I enjoyed it. I like it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We've had such a wonderful conversation, and in as much as like we were fixing a puzzle together, I believe whoever watched this will get a clear picture, clear idea, and some very, very good nuggets when it comes to being a role player in a remote environment. I'd love to ask you for your last words, but it might not necessarily be relative to you, but you might extend it to long words. So I'll seize the opportunity today.
Yakubu.
I'm managing. So thank you, Ben. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Russell, for being on.
Thank you.
And I believe we should probably have a follow-up session. You know, this time around we'll be looking at pointers and stuff like that.
Can we have it on Teams?
Well,
Yes, sure.
well, yeah. Because
Remotely.
remotely, that's exploring the theme further. All right, so guys, thank you very much.
Thank you,
And guys,
Thank
thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
today's episode. It's been very, very wonderful and excellent having you. We come your way again very soon. Stay tuned and see you.